On today's episode of I don't follow any of the sewing rules, but the stuff I wear still be cute and yours is too, we're gonna make a caftan. Hey boos, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caress, also known as Perfectly Imperfect, and baby, around here we have a good time. We create some fashion DIY, and we are not afraid of the sewing machine, ever. Okay? Don't be afraid. That's our girl. She loves us. I mean, why wouldn't she? This caftan season. We're outside. We are poolside. We're giving rich auntie vibes. Now, before we get started, I know you're about to have a good time. So please like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Your girl's trying to grow. Let's grow together. I am using about 3 yards of this. It's not a tulle. It's not a satin. It was very inexpensive, but I don't know what it's called. Hopefully, by the time I edit and record this, I'll put it on the screen, but I don't know what it's called. This is Georgette. We're going to use about 1.5 yards of this to create our ruffles. Let's get started. Real quick, let's pretend like you were with me shooting in the gym because I forgot to record that I took this 1.5 yards of Georgette, folded it in half, hot dog, so the fold was on the left-hand side, and then I cut it into 4 equal pieces. Cut it in half and then cut it again. Now we're going to take the 4 equal pieces that we made and make 2 super long pieces. That's going to end up being the gathers on the side of our caftan, that like ruffle. Take it to the ends and you're going to pin the ends of 2 pieces together. And then you're going to repeat the same thing with the other 2 pieces. Make sure you take your time and just pin. It makes it so much easier when you get to the machine for your fabric to really be pinned well. All right, we're going to do a straight stitch. All right, so now we have connected our 2 pieces of fabric and you have one long piece of fabric. What we're going to do now, start at the seam. Start at your seam and we're going to fold it. What is this? This is hamburger. What am I talking about? That's definitely hot dog. And pin it all the way across. And across, I mean the length of your fabric. Pin it all the way down. We pinned all the way across the top. That's where our seam is. Gonna be a gather. And we've pinned 2 layers together. This is a closed fold. This is a gathering foot. It has a little thing under there. She's cute. But she has a high shank, which means we're going to have to take off. We're going to have to use our screw to take off that over there. So let's do that. While we're switching out this foot, let me let you know that the gathering foot does permit you to attach a straight fabric while also gathering. However, that's a more advanced skill. It requires a little finesse, so we're not doing that for the purposes of this video. It is possible, because I know somebody was about to put tell me in the comments, but whatever. I'm using a tweezer to just put my tail through the actual foot. It makes for a better gather. Stitch length is 4 and we're turning that tension all the way up to about 7. Not too tight, but tight enough. And then you just sew as normal. Just run it through your machine. We're guiding the fabric. We're not yanking it. And you'll be able to see gathers come together. The tighter the tension, the tighter the gather. I use gather and ruffle interchangeably. They're not exactly the same thing. Like a ruffle is I can't even say it. Ruffle is a gather, but a gather is not a ruffle. Anyway, you see how I did that. For some reason, I wanted to do like CrossFit ropes or something. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, boos, real quick. You have your long piece of fabric, right? We're going to fold it hamburger. Fold it over. And this is going to be the body of your caftan, right? Can you see it? It's giving Jesus Christ Superstar. Your neck is going to be right here. And we're going to add our gathers to the side to give it just a little drama. So I wanted you to kind of visualize that before we add the ruffles. So now we're going to go back to the table and we're going to pin our ruffles all the way down, or as far as it will go, on both sides. All right. We have our fabric laid flat, single layer. It is not folded at all. And we're taking our gather or ruffle. You want to face the ruffle towards the body of the fabric, not away from the fabric. And we're going to pin it all the way up and all the way down. Once you finish pinning the first side, you're going to go ahead and repeat the same process on the other side. Make sure that your ruffles are facing inward. You do not want to pin your ruffles away from the fabric. Both sides are pinned now, and we're going to take it to the machine and attach our gathers or our ruffles with a straight stitch. Just a straight stitch, y'all. Don't do nothing fancy. Oh, baby, make sure you put your J-foot back on and fix that tension, bring it back to 4, and put your stitch length back at 3. So now we're just doing a regular straight stitch. So we need that J-foot and fix your tension. You're going to be big mad when your machine's not doing what you want it to do. Make sure you take your time right here and also check the fabric underneath to make sure that it's still straight. You would hate to get to the end of attaching your gather and find that you somehow wrinkled up your main fabric. Hey boos, all right, so look. We have now attached the ruffles to both sides. So stinking cute. All right. If you look all the way at the bottom, my ruffle didn't quite go down all the way to the bottom, but that's okay because when we sew it together, there'll still be ruffles. It's fine. It's fine. Trust me. To turn your fabric inside out. Meaning you can see the stitches. I use my serger, but you would see your exposed straight stitches, okay? First, figure out how big do you want your armholes. I just be vibing. I slide down and I'm like, that's good. So you want to tuck your ruffles. Tuck your ruffles inside. Make sure you tuck your ruffles. If you don't tuck your ruffle, the ruffle's going to be inside and we're going to be cute outside. So you're tucking your ruffle. Can you see that? And you're going to pin however large you want your armhole. And then you're going to go ahead and pin your fabric all the way down. I tucked in my ruffles. They're inside and left a space for the armhole and pin down the rest. So now go back to your machine. Girl, this the 2-minute part. Do a straight stitch all the way down. And then we're going to turn her right side out. Okay. I stitched her up. Turn her right side out. We still don't have a neck hole yet. We're about to do that. Y'all, we about to be so cute. Let's hit the table. Really quickly, take a measurement right here, kind of like of your collarbone, how large you want your neck to be. I think that's good, right? That's about 10 inches. And then if you want a scoop neck or a V-neck. I want just a little bit of a V. Since it's already sheer, I just need a little. So I'm going to do about 6 inches. All right, baby, take your little necklace caftan because we still don't have a place for our neck just yet, but we're folding it in half hot dog. And for me, I wanted a space about 10 inches. So I'm measuring 5 because this is half. Put a little pin, not through both layers, just through one layer, and then add a pin to the other layer. See what I mean? So I added one pin, and then I'm lifting up the first layer, and I'm adding another pin to the other side in the same exact place. So then we can open it up. Open it up, girl. There you go. Boom. And you have a pin at the ends of where your head hole, neck space, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Right there. I'm now taking a seam ripper, and since the fabric is so lightweight, I can just stick it through and right across, just open that fabric up. That is the beginnings of where your head will be. Now your 2 layers, you're grabbing the front, pinch the 2 shoulders together, if that makes sense. The 2 ends of where you opened your fabric, pinch those together, put everything to the side because we're just cutting the front. And for me, I said I wanted about 6 inches. So I'm measuring about 6. And then I was like, I sew on vibes alone. Just grab these scissors, girl, and just cut a little bit. And that's pretty much what I did. But once I cut it, we open it up and you can see there's the neckline or head hole or place, where you put your head at. Okay. I have a little bit of a V-neck, and here is the fun part. With light fabrics like this, not every fabric, but light fabrics, you can use a lighter to seal the tips of the fabric. We don't have to do the tedious process of folding it over. No, just take a lighter and very carefully burn the edges, and it seals the fabric. Do the same thing to your hemline. And we're done, baby. We about to go outside because we cute. We are cute, rich aunties. Let's do this. Ooh, she cute. Baby, we are finally outside.